Hello everyone, welcome to Storytime with Mrs. Mackenzie. Today I'd like to read a story by one of my favorite authors. His name is Robert Munsch. Now Robert Munsch has written many great stories, and the thing that I like about Robert Munsch's books is that it shows a lot of expression when you're reading. The book that I've chosen today is called Stephanie's Ponytail. Here we go. There's the picture for you. One day Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out of the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning, when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming out of the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You are all a bunch of copycats. You just do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your head." The next morning, the mum said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "That's that then," said her mother. "That's the only place you can do a ponytail." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the side, just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mum. "And are you sure you want just one?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out of the right side by her ear. When she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, ugly, so ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning when Stephanie came to school, all the girls and even some of the boys had a nice ponytail coming out just over their ear. Well, you can only imagine what's going to happen. The next morning, the mum said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." Stephanie's mum said, "Would you like one coming out of the side?" "No," said Stephanie. "Then that's that," said her mum. "There is no other place you can do a ponytail." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the top of my head, just like a tree." "That's very strange," said her mum. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to like it? So her mum gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out of the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to the school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, ugly, oh, so ugly." Stephanie said, "This is my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all the girls and all the boys had ponytails coming out of the top. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. Ooh, what's going to happen here? The next morning, the mum said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out of the side?" "No." "Would you like one coming out of the top?" "No." "Then that is definitely no other way that I can do this." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the front and hanging down in front of my face." Well, you can imagine what's going to happen. "But nobody will know if you are coming or going," said her mum. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. Stephanie's got a nice ponytail coming out of the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cats, 2 houses, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, ugly, oh, so ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." Well, the next day, all the girls and all the boys and even some of the teachers had ponytails coming out of their front and hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into the desks and they bumped into each other. They bumped into the walls. And by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Ooh, looks like Stephanie's going to get upset. Stephanie yelled, "You are all a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I am going to shave my head." Ooh. The first person to come the next day was the teacher. Gulp, she had shaved her head and was bald. The next to come were the boys. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. The next to come were the girls. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. The last person to come in was Stephanie, and she had a nice little ponytail coming right out of the back. Oh, Robert Munch, you're funny. And look at, they all go chasing after her. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye.